In our this is the last topic. So we have this is not a last topic, this is just tutorial. So we have seen fossil fuels, isn't it? So fossil fuels is petrol, diesel, kerosene. So how do you obtain petrol, diesel, kerosene? So petrol, diesel, kerosene is obtained by extraction. So from the oil wells. So when petrol, diesel, kerosene is after extraction, the crude petroleum oil, it is subjected to fractional distillation column. So where we get petrol, diesel, and kerosene. Thus obtained petrol, diesel, kerosene have knocking tendency. So in order to prevent the knocking tendency, we're going to add anti-knocking agents. So anti-knocking agents earlier used was TEL, TML. So later, in order to, since the lead present in TL and TML caused many health disorders, so we started using the organic additives such as MTBE, that is methyl tertiary ethyl butyl ether, ethyl tertiary butyl ether, etc., or mixed ETBE and MTBE. So whatever petrol, diesel, kerosene are obtaining from the extraction from oil beds, it is not sufficient to meet today's energy needs, because the energy need is increasing day by day. So every day, each and everyone want to have a two-wheeler, or each and everyone want to have a own four-wheeler, right? So as the automobile demand is increasing, so the fuel demand is also increasing. So we are supposed to supply the fuel for each and every vehicle, as well as for, I mean, it might be two-wheeler or four-wheeler. So when population is increasing, demand for automobiles is also increasing. So in order to meet that, the water oil is available, it is not at all sufficient. So we started to synthesize the petrol in the laboratory from water gas. So whatever petrol is synthesized in the laboratory, that petrol is termed as synthetic petrol. That synthetic petrol knocking tendency is comparatively less than compared to your normal petrol and diesel. Okay, so let us see how to synthesize the petrol in the laboratory, or how to synthesize your synthetic petrol. There is a small video here which shows how to synthesize the synthetic petrol.
Unleaded and synthetic petrol. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to define unleaded petrol and explain the different types of petrol. Describe the different methods by which synthetic petrol is manufactured. Petrol is one of the most useful products in the world today.
Video.
Cars,
Come to know what
scooters,
is petrol,
airplanes, and various
petrol,
other automobiles all consume it as their fuel. It is also a source of light and other forms of energies. Petrol is a volatile, flammable liquid mixture of hydrocarbons. Mainly, hexane, heptane, and octane are obtained from petroleum. The price of crude oil has increased rapidly. Hence, it is feasible to use synthetic petrol. When we enter the petrol bunk, we come across the board unleaded petrol or leaded petrol. What does it mean? The main difference between leaded petrol and unleaded petrol is the additive tetraethyl lead. Usually, petrol also contains additives such as anti-knock compounds and corrosion inhibitors. Petrol companies discovered that adding a lead-based additive eliminated the knocking, thus giving rise to leaded petrol. Afterwards, it was discovered that lead has some undesirable side effects. Lead caused serious air pollution, especially to those living near areas of dense traffic. This causes severe damages to the central nervous system, kidneys, and brain. Thus, the government has urged the companies to develop unleaded petrol as an alternate. By using unleaded petrol, pollution is reduced. There is no danger of breathing lead fumes, which cause health issues. As a disadvantage, the old cars need an additive to make them run smoothly. Synthetic petrol is a mixture of alkanes with a composition resembling that of petrol. This is obtained artificially from coal. Let us discuss about two important methods for the preparation of synthetic petrol. They are Burgess process or direct hydrogenation and Fischer-Tropsch process or indirect hydrogenation. Burgess process or direct hydrogenation of coal. In this method, coal is used as the raw material. Coal is a mixture of high molecular complex organic compounds with a low percentage of hydrogen content. Low black coal is powdered well and made it into a paste. by adding heavy oil and tin or nickel oleate as a catalyst. The paste is then heated with hydrogen at a temperature of 450 degrees Celsius and atmospheric pressure of 200 to 250 atmospheres for 1.5 hours. Thus, the coal forms saturated hydrocarbons by hydrogenation. The formed hydrocarbons decompose to low boiling hydrocarbons at a high temperature and atmospheric pressure. Now, the gas is formed in the reaction vessel. This is led to the condenser where a liquid resembling crude oil is obtained. This liquid is fractionated to obtain gasoline, middle
Gasoline is
oil
nothing but
and
petrol.
heavy oil. The heavy oil is used for making a paste with fresh coal. The middle oil is hydrogenated in vapor phase to get more gasoline. The second process is Fischer-Tropsch process or indirect hydrogenation of coal. In this process, coal is first converted to coke. Then, coke is heated and steam is passed over it. Water gas is produced. The water gas is mixed with hydrogen and the mixture is passed through a chamber containing ferric oxide to remove hydrogen sulfide. Again, this mixture is passed through another chamber containing ferric oxide and sodium oxide to remove sulfur and organic compounds. The purified gas is compressed to 5 to 25 atmospheres over a cobalt, thorium and magnesium oxide catalyst on Kieselguhr at 200 degrees Celsius. Thus, a mixture of straight chain paraffin and olefins are produced. The mixture of olefins and straight chains are passed through a condenser, where the crude oil is obtained. The crude oil is then passed to the fractionating column to get gasoline and heavy oil. The heavy oil is used for cracking to get more gasoline. Summary: Petrol is a volatile flammable liquid mixture of hydrocarbons, mainly hexane, heptane, and octane, are obtained from petroleum. The main difference between leaded petrol and unleaded petrol is the additive tetraethyl lead. Synthetic petrol is a mixture of alkanes with a composition resembling that of petrol. This is obtained artificially from coal.
So this is how you're going to obtain the petrol from the laboratory. So whatever petrol you obtain from get from the petrol pumps, so we don't know whether it is obtained naturally or is synthesized in the laboratory. So this is by this we are by Fischer process or Burgess process, whatever fuel or synthesizing, by that we are to a certain extent we are able to meet today's demand of the fuel. Okay. Thank you.